Back then until now, the journey is not that easy. I experienced a lot of hardship in life. When I started, we're poor, like we have nothing. Nobody support me, but I always bring surprises.
Manny Pacquiao's life has always been a fight. First just to eat, then to be seen, and finally, to be remembered. He didn't come from boxing bloodlines. No backing, no eager trainers, no clear road ahead. Just a kid with bruised fists, crashing on gym floors, chasing a dream no one else believed in. But moment by moment, hit by hit, he carved his way into the sport's most hallowed ground.
Tatlo uppercut, hindi nakuha. Dahil nakadepensa naman si Rolando Toyogon. Ang guard po niya, ito po, pinipilit ni Man round. Hindi naman kailangan purahin to eh. Okay, but he is punishing Toyogon with those shorts. Uppercut and look, that's another uppercut.
At just 16, he stepped into the ring as a pro. By 19, he held a world title. And in the 2 decades that followed, he didn't just collect belts. He reshaped the sport's very core. 8 weight classes, 12 world crowns, a legacy built on victories over icons like Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Hatton, and Thurman. His fights weren't just bouts, they were spectacles, moments that brought a country together. In the Philippines, when Manny fought, time paused, streets cleared, crime fell, and hope rose.
How Manny fought, it was like 0 crime rate. Yeah, seriously, look it up. No crime rate. Everybody just puts their guns down and just say, let's just watch the Pacquiao fight. So for like a few hours, like no crime. So I was like, what if we fought every single day? Like no.
But for Pacquiao, the fight was never just about fists. It was about faith. Every punch held the weight of a past he swore he'd never go back to. Every victory spoke to kids with empty pockets and big dreams, that nothing's out of reach. And even after stepping into the Boxing Hall of Fame, even after walking the halls of power as a senator, he kept chasing that fire, that roar in the air, that canvas underfoot, that battle burning in his chest. Now, after 4 years away, that fire is back, and is not easing into it. No farewell parade, no staged comeback. He's diving into a real war against Mario Barrios, a young lion with speed, power, and something to prove. The critics are loud. He's 46. They say the clock's run out. But Pacquiao's life has been one long answer to doubt. He's already the oldest man to ever claim a welterweight crown. And he did it by giving Keith Thurman his first taste of defeat. To understand Manny Pacquiao is to understand defiance. Not the kind that shouts, but the kind that endures. The kind that rises, round after round, year after year. For him, boxing was never just a game. It's a calling, a battleground of belief. And now, as he steps once more beneath the lights of Las Vegas, he's not just facing an opponent. He's squaring up against doubt, against age, against time itself, and the ticking clock that shadows every fighter's final act.
Boxing became lonely. I mean, lonely, you know that. And now I'm back. I want to make the boxing again as you know, fun. As happy as fun. It's like what we did.
Mario Barrios isn't just another name chasing checks or headlines. He's a quiet storm, building for years, now crashing into the spotlight. Raised in San Antonio, Texas, Barrios earned his place the hard way. He found discipline before most kids even knew what math was, swapping childhood weekends for punishing sparring rounds and dawn road work. While other teens worried about prom, Mario was headlining fight nights, stepping onto the national stage with a steady fire that made him stand out.
Am I doing this? For me, for a couple of reasons. For myself, I've been in boxing since I was 6. I have love for this game. Some fighters, Pacquiao for example, I think that's what it is. You just have love for the sport.
But his journey hasn't been easy. His rise was forged in fire, grueling camps, savage ring battles, and the silent pain that lingers long after the final bell. One fight left him in a hospital bed, pissing blood, heart pounding in fear. Still, he came back stronger. Even in losses, like his war with the explosive Gervonta Tank Davis, Barrios walked away with respect, showing the heart of a warrior and the craft of a true technician. He proved he belonged with the elite, not just hanging on, but trading with the best. Now, as WBC welterweight champion, Barrios stands taller than ever, both in stature and spirit. At 6 feet, with razor-sharp focus, is no longer just a scrappy underdog. He carries the pride of his Mexican-American roots into every round, fueled by where he came from and the ones who believed in him since day one. He hears the whispers, Pacquiao, the icon, the living legend, the man who haunted Mexican fighters. But Barrios doesn't see it that way. This isn't just a defense, it's a turning point, a chance to close one chapter and start his own. Fighting Pacquiao isn't just about the spotlight. It's about pride, legacy, and proving the next wave isn't waiting to be handed anything. They've come to claim it. Mario Barrios didn't stumble into this moment. He climbed to it, and on fight night, is ready to show why the WBC belt rests on his waist, and why it's not going anywhere. But as Barrios prepares to make his stand against a living legend, those who've been in Pacquiao's corner, like George Kambosos Jr., offer a deeper look into what this return really means. After sharing countless rounds with the Filipino warrior, Kambosos has felt the fire Manny brings, every time he laces up, every time he walks into battle.
I feel like I've definitely been underestimated in my career.
Get stronger as you finish. Get stronger as you finish. Nice.
And he called Pacquiao a true competitor, someone who, once locked in on a goal, pours every ounce of himself into chasing it. Still, Kambosos didn't turn away from the truth. Time might be closing in. Looking back on Pacquiao's recent outings, especially the exhibitions, he admitted they were tough to watch, a shadow of the lightning-fast legend he once traded blows with in the gym.
Surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything.
Rapper DM Smoke shared his thoughts on the Pacquiao versus Barrios clash with a mix of honesty and respect. From the jump, he made it clear, his backing Manny Pacquiao, while he gave credit where it's due, saying Mario Barrios isn't here to fold or fade. DM Smoke still believes the Filipino legend has enough left to get it done. He's not calling for a knockout, but is expecting a close, gritty fight that ends in a split decision for Pacquiao. His pick wasn't just about skills in the ring. It came from deep respect for Pacquiao's journey, and the hope this return sparks a few more epic nights.
Exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in last year, it was hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and he turns it on. He can still do it.
Adding to the mix from a different lens, rising talent Tim Tszyu offered a more cautious take on the fight. While showing deep respect for Pacquiao's storied past and his unmatched legacy, Tszyu leaned on logic and the toll time takes. To him, Mario Barrios holds one major edge: youth. With age eventually catching up to even the greatest, Tszyu believes Barrios' energy, sharp reflexes, and prime condition could be the deciding factors. Still, he didn't count Manny out. In fact, Tszyu admitted, if anyone can defy time and rewrite the odds, it's Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao wins. I don't see him stopping Barrios. I think Pacquiao wins by split decision. I'm gonna split. It's a close fight. You know, Mario Barrios is not here to lay over.
So what's your call? Will the legend rise once more, like a phoenix in gloves? Or will the young lion hold his ground and deliver a punishing welcome? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're feeling the fire, hit that like button, share it with your fight fam, and smash subscribe for more knockout stories every time.
Barrios wins. I think young, and it's hard with age. But I think if anyone was going to do it, maybe Pacquiao's